Sweetwater 4 in a row, 47-28. The Sweetwater Mustangs will play Greenwood Rangers at home next week, and the Snyder Tigers will travel to Monahans. Let's go ahead and bring in our Casey Buscher now. I know that you've spent some unbelievable time with Sweetwater this year, and one of our favorite coaches here in West Texas. But you talk about being on a roll. I had mentioned it earlier on Wake Up West Texas again today that if they get on a roll, the Mustang Bowl is going to be one of those must-see venues and come playoff time. You don't want to miss Sweetwater.
Yeah, that win over Clyde last week for our Fox Football Live Game of the Week, I just felt the energy with Sweetwater. They only allowed Clyde to score 1 touchdown, so it felt like they were getting on a roll and that they were getting confident. And so head coach Ben McGee, very proud with Leo Holsey at the quarterback position. He's so dynamic. He can throw it. He can run it. He's able to score the ball as well. He has a strong offensive line, and the biggest key with them is the experience that they have on the roster. 2 games ago against Bernie, they rotated through 22 guys just on the defense. So coach is excited about that experience that he has, and especially now that they're getting on a roll. They were one of those teams who also had a slow start with having to postpone some games due to the opposing team having positive COVID-19 tests. And so now that they're getting in the swing of things, and with district approaching soon, this Sweetwater Mustangs team looks excellent.
You know, another team in our viewing area, Casey, the Hamlin Pied Pipers, that, you know, we are going to continue to follow closely, who don't seem to lose. We've seen 91 points scored from Eastland, and then you have Hamlin, who beat Windthorst tonight 14-0. I know you've also spent some time with the Pied Pipers. Hamlin wins 14-0 and now 5-0 on the season.
Pumped to see that score tonight with Hamlin getting another win, undefeated. I mean, this team, there's so much to play for, right? There's 14 seniors on this roster. They remember what it felt like to go to state last year and lose to Mart. They want to be the team who get to state championship. So they are determined to get back to state and get a championship. They have a lot of really good leadership on that team. And then when they weren't able to play the game last week due to the opposing team having positive COVID-19 tests, you know, coach told me that it wasn't the biggest deal in the world to have an off week, and they made sure to get in conditioning on that Friday. So they were prepared for this Friday against Windthorst. So they were ready, apparently, and they had a shutout win against them. I'm excited to see how far they can go with this undefeated record.
Yeah, well, when teams keep winning like this, like Hamlin is, you know, they're always going to be in contention for Fox Football Live's Game of the Week. Hamlin, we actually got the score from a fan tonight, so we appreciate you again texting at 325-655-6006. That's also the number that you can text in whether you want Casey Buscher live in location. You can pick the field for her, and she'll do her best to get out there. But we've been receiving quite a few texts on it, and of course, we always want to thank you, the viewer. Certainly couldn't do it without you. Casey, on the other side of the break, what we'll do is preview some of the games next week, give the fans some options on where you may be headed. We'll be right back.